Member responded to Sam's Food Store located on Norwich Road in Plainfield after receiving a complaint of a male and female arguing. Upon arriving, the police immediately recognized the male, 27-year-old Zachary Mitchell, who is homeless, but from Plainfield, from extensive prior police interaction. Now, the officer was aware Mitchell had an active arrest warrant for failure to appear. Although uncooperative, Mitchell was placed under arrest. While being placed in the police cruiser, Mitchell stated that there was stolen property on scene, and once placed in the police cruiser, Mitchell would not remove his foot from the doorway, which the police rectified and took him to the Plainfield Police Department. Once at the police department, Mitchell remained uncooperative and refused to get out of the cruiser. Mitchell was then escorted into the booking room and refused to enter his jail cell. While in the cell, Mitchell flooded the cell with toilet water, causing the cell to overflow and leak into the police department's evidence processing room. Mitchell then stripped himself down and urinated through the cell and attempted to tamper with the cell cameras and locks. Mitchell was charged with failure to appear and criminal mischief, and he is due in court today. Last week, Connecticut State Police graduated 100 new state troopers, all members of the 130th Training Troop. James C. Rovella, Commissioner of the Department of Emergency Services and Public Protection, and Colonel Stavros Smolakis, Commander of the State Police, congratulated the graduating class during a ceremony held at Dunkin' Donuts Park, home of the Yard Goats, to allow for social distancing. Governor Ned Lamont also addressed the graduates. Amongst the graduating troopers, 8 new troopers will be going to Troop D in Danielson, and 7 new troopers will be going to Troop E in Montville. Checking a couple of items from Town Hall in Griswold. No meetings this week except for just one on Thursday, where the Ordinance Committee will meet in the Selectmen's Meeting Room. That's on the second floor. That'll be at 7 p.m. on Thursday. And don't forget, coming up is Labor Day weekend, and the Griswold Town Hall will be closed on Monday in the observance of Labor Day, and will reopen once again Tuesday morning.
It's time to take a look at the forecast right now for Eastern Connecticut. Here he is, Paul Ash.
Good morning, everybody. Right now, the temperature downtown Jude City is 72 degrees. Cloudy today with some scattered thunderstorms developing this afternoon. Storms may contain some strong gusty winds. Highs will be around 81 degrees. For tonight, scattered thunderstorms continuing early, then partly cloudy after midnight, lows around 66. And of course, for Tuesday, it's going to be mostly cloudy. However, there will be some sun around. Highs will be around 82 degrees. And of course, for Tuesday evening, again, cloudy skies, lows around 61. And that's your weather from SNSN on this Monday, 08/30/2021.
The home of Griswold Wolverine Sports, SNSN.
All right. Good morning. Good morning, Paul. How are you? How was your weekend?
Well, weekends are always long.
Yeah. I asked people in the chat room, how was your weekend? Well, nobody responded. So
Of course
I guess they all had great weekends.
Yeah, I guess
so good. We're not going to talk about it.
I know.
So the question I put in the room already this morning was first day of school. Are your kids masked in school?
Is it required? I don't know.
From what I understand.
Oh.
Dominic says my kids are masked for school. One of them is vaccinated. His choice. I really don't feel one way or another about masks in school, and my kids are okay with wearing them.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to know what everybody else seems to think about masks in school. There's like a big movement. You know, like I was driving in Canterbury yesterday or the other day, and all I saw was constant signs.
Unmask your kids.
Unmask, 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 unmask.
Mm-hmm.
So the town of Lisbon had their Board of Education had a big meeting about it.
Yeah.
But they're steadfast and true about keeping masks on the kids. Griswold is masking up. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, because I think the only town that doesn't, I mean, the only county right now that's really not in a red zone is Wyndham, I believe. Right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Wyndham County. Every other county in
it's red.
Connecticut or is in the red zone as far as now. What does that mean? Are you talking about like not infection rate, but transmission of infection? Or
That's a good question. I'm not sure how they determine that.
I don't know how they're determining. What who's in a red zone and who's
probably by the number of tests versus number of cases. I don't know.
Now you're on the Grizzled. You are the chairman of the Grizzled Public Safety.
Yeah, but I wasn't. I didn't get to go to this week's meeting. I didn't get invited, so I don't know what they determined. I know last time I heard, Griswold wasn't too bad, but I think it did go up again. Yeah.
So what's the word? Do you think that it's going to continue to go up as the weather starts to get colder? Or
yes, man, that's a good question. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how this whole thing works. Then now they're worried. Now I heard somebody was concerned about the damn flu. Jesus, they get whacked from the left, they're going to get whacked from the right.
Exactly.
Exactly. Like, wow. So we'll see.
That's really all we can do.
There's nothing we can do about it.
Nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the mask?
I think it should be the parents' choice.
Okay.
If they want their kids to mask up or get a shot, it should be up to them. At least they have to be for the minors. Yeah.
I'd like to know what the people on in the chat group think too. We had some comment. We had one comment from Dominic. But do you think the kids should be masked up? Do you think that they should not be masked up? Do you think the schools should? Do you feel the schools should be playing a part in this? What is it? What do you think?
Well, I think the schools are playing a part because of liability.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
that's
pretty much it, right?
They have to. Yeah, they have to take every precaution. So if some kid gets really sick and dies or something like that, they could be held accountable, and they don't want to be held accountable.
I know there are a couple of people in Griswold that are in the hospital right now with COVID.
Yeah.
I know. Well, I'm gonna say it just because his son's been putting it out all over social media. But Mr. Burkhart, Josh Burkhart from the high school, runs the print department over there.
Yeah.
His father is currently in the hospital with COVID, and I think they just put him on a ventilator. I think that's what he wrote yesterday. So
apparently he doesn't. Apparently he never got shots then.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't. Paul, I think that if somebody is in the hospital and they're very sick, with this deadly virus, I don't think it's a great time to say, oh, by the way, did they get their shot?
No, I was already asking the question because they say that if you had the shots, the level of COVID isn't as great as if you didn't get. That was the only reason I was asking that question.
I have.
Yeah.
I don't know. There are people that have got the shot, and there are people that won't.
Yeah. No, that's the only reason why I asked the question.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if it doesn't help you to make it a milder case, then what the hell is the sense of getting the shot?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And you just kind of wonder how many different variants are going to come out.
This is going to be around forever.
It's a virus. It doesn't go
away.
We're
never going to get rid of it.
Right.
Be back next year again when it leaves, if it ever leaves. Just like the flu.
Yeah. Or pneumonia.
Yeah, same thing.
Doesn't they all kind of hang out.
Yeah. It's usually there in the colder months.
All right, so that goes back to my other question. Do you think that it'll ramp up again?
It's possible. I mean, the flu wraps up usually in this time of year.
See,
we're already pushing flu shots.
Well, we had I listened to a couple of different people talking, a couple of doctors, on how the Delta variant is increasing in months that it shouldn't be increasing. Being the summer months, and usually it's a lot more dormant. So what's going to happen?
Well, it just means that more people are transmitting it then. I guess that's what it's saying.
So, your personal opinion: do masks work?
I don't know how I mean, everybody doesn't have, everybody uses a cloth one.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have the little medical ones, which are really thin.
Yeah,
And the problem
the H95s.
yeah, everybody wears the same one over and over again.
Well, no. I mean, there are ones that you can buy that you can throw in the dishwasher. I mean, the washer.
Yeah,
But
how many? Yeah.
But those are like you get on the sides and not. There are gaps.
I use those kind because I can pull it up and it doesn't go over my ears because my hearing aids.
Right.
But the blue cloth ones, the medical ones. I mean, how many people use those over and over again? A lot of people.
Right.
You can't wash them. So and they're not easy to breathe through. So, but a lot of people making money. A lot of people making money off those masks now.
Yeah.
And I've seen these things where you can pull over, you can bridge your nose with something, and it keeps it up a little bit, so it allows you to breathe a little better. I saw them like 3 or 4 months ago, and I said, we don't need those things anymore. Well, guess what? They're back.
They're even making them fashionable now, where there's an LED screen in front of them.
Oh boy! So
if you don't want to talk, you just type your message, and it'll scroll across your screen on your mask.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's going to get that way. I'm telling you, where people are going to continue to wear masks. And next thing you know, you're going to do a nightclub and it'll be a fashion statement.
Yeah.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
Yeah.
You want to come over? Hey, that's a really nice mask.
Yeah.
Are you cussing me out under that? Or are you blowing me a kiss?
That's a good point. They are going to become fashionable. You're right. Does it match my outfit?
Yeah. Judy, I can't go out tonight. Why? Because I don't have a red mask to go with the dress.
That's right.
See, I mean, that's
what it's coming to.
It might happen.
I was hoping we get rid of these stupid things, but no. Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Huh?
What are you going to do? They're pushing the mask, but really, how many people really you see washing their hands?
I thought that was one of the most ironic things at the beginning of the whole pandemic, when they were telling you that you need to wash your hands, sing happy birthday twice. That's how long you should be washing your hands.
Yeah, now.
But you got to tell people to wash their hands to begin with.
Yeah. Well, you don't hear that anymore. Now it's mask.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Wear 2 masks, 3 masks, 4 masks. It's better. 5 masks.
Some people
are doing it.
Some people are doing that. Yeah.
I had to do an event. It was an outdoor event.
Yeah.
And this lady was wearing 2 masks. And I wasn't wearing, because it was an outdoor event. And it wasn't required. And then she came over, she wanted to talk to me, and I turned around and said, she goes, "Oh my God, you're not wearing a mask." I went, "Uh-huh." I said, "But we're outside." And she said, "No matter." So she literally backpedaled like I was some sort of demon.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I have not, other than making me do it, I haven't really worn one yet, unless I have to.
But the mask?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
some people are adamant about it.
Yeah.
Some people are not.
Right.
And what do you say?
I haven't really gone to any place in town right now that's requiring you to make it. I haven't gone to any place in town yet that's making you wear one.
No.
Not in town.
No, I think Todd said that he was going to leave it to the individual business owner.
Right.
Sparkman in Lisbon said the same thing. They're going to leave it to the. You all right?
Yeah.
You whack that thing every day.
That's because it's so close.
Oh.
Yeah. You got to put a mask on it.
Oh, Jesus. They may be putting the masks back on the frogs of the Frog Bridge in Willimantic. They took them off for a while.
Did they?
Yeah, I don't know. They might be putting them back on again.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Unless they tell me they got to do it, I'm got to do it. I did notice, though, the last time we went down to the Heek Sun, which was last Thursday, we went to a game.
To watch a basketball game?
Yeah. There were a lot more people wearing the mask. than when we first started going a couple weeks ago. So more and more people are wearing them down there. Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's a part of social acceptance?
I guess. I don't know. Only because that's the London, closest in London County. A lot of them are afraid people coming from out of state. Who the hell knows?
Right.
But I did notice it was an increase. Yeah. So.
Well.
Oh, well. That's the way it goes. And a lot of places down there are closed during the week. It's not the same.
We're in at Mohegan
yeah.
Sun.
Yeah. On the weekend, because
Paul, none of it's the same right now. None of it.
No.
None of this is the same.
Places they close early. By 9:30, 10 o'clock, they'll close. Yeah.
Well, let's look at something else. Get off of COVID for a minute.
Yeah, get off of COVID.
We know school has started.
Yeah.
And did you know that there are many holidays that are celebrated every single day that nobody even knows about?
First day of school.
First day of school. That's not a holiday. You talk to kids. That's not a holiday. But I digress. I mean, I think a lot of kids actually look forward to.
I think
some of them.
I think a
first
lot
day
of
school.
kids are probably happy this year because they're back in school. They're not home.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're back seeing their friends again.
Yeah.
If they didn't get a chance to see them all summer, plus they're wearing their new duds to school,
Yeah. I mean, I wonder how there is some social distancing, right? Do they have plastics around the desks, or are they open free? I don't know.
Did you ever see the movie The Boy in the Plastic Bubble with John Travolta?
Yeah.
That's what's going on over there.
Oh, so everybody's walking around in their own bubble, huh?
Yeah, the boys and the girls in the plastic bubble.
But I love to have a pin.
All right, here are the holidays that you should be celebrating that you didn't know that existed in the first place. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Today is International Whale Shark Day.
This is supposed to be pretty good sized fish.
So I think it's a mammal.
That's a big fish.
Yeah, you're gonna need a bigger boat. International Whale Shark Day. That is today. Here's something that should be every day, and it's never every day, but it's Motorist Consideration Monday.
Oh.
Obviously, they haven't driven on Main Street, Jude City. It's National Beach Day, always observed on August 30th.
Now, why would it be National Beach Day when the beach season is just about over?
Well, it's because a lot of times August 30th is right around Labor Day weekend or on Labor Day weekend itself.
Yeah.
It's National Grief Awareness Day. That is today. National Holistic Pet Day. That's today.
Oh.
I have no idea what a holistic pet is.
I don't know.
What does that mean?
I have no clue.
I'm gonna try to find out if I can get past all of these ads. There is absolutely no information about that. Okay. It's just National Holistic Pet Day. It's National Toasted Marshmallow Day. That is today.
Mm-hmm.
Slinky Day.
Slinky.
Yeah. Do you ever have a Slinky?
Oh, yeah.
I loved my
They used to
Slinky.
make them out of metal. Why do they make them out of plastic?
I know they look like crap now.
Yeah.
They look like crap. Speaking of Slinky, when we were down at Disney,
yeah,
I rode the Slinky Dog roller coaster.
Really?
Slinky Dog's from Toy Story. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
The accordion
yeah,
dog.
Yeah, yeah.
Slinky Dog. That was a really cool coaster.
Was it?
It was fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't crazy or anything. It was just fun. Slinky Dog.
Yeah.
Today is National. Let's see. It's the beginning of August. You know what? It's the end of August. We don't need to know those yet, or them. It's already past that. Did you know that August was a National Breastfeeding Month?
No, I didn't.
It is. It is. I don't know what the kids do the other 11 months of the year, but
that's a good point.
That's a really good point. But remember what we talked about? Remember what we talked about? They're changing. They're not calling it breastfeeding anymore.
Oh, that's right.
Chest feeding.
Oh, yeah.
They're calling it chest feeding.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
So,
you know
yeah.
Breastfeeding. The word canceled.
So I'm going to go back to. I'm going to go back to. You're going to need a bigger boat.
Okay.
Do you know where that came from?
Jaws.
but do you know why it was indoors?
No.
Okay, while they were shooting the movie, they had a barge alongside that they were shooting the movie, and they stacked so much equipment on the barge, there wasn't enough room. So the guy says, "We got to get a bigger boat." So that line actually got put into the movie.
Oh, okay.
That's where we need a bigger boat came from, because they actually had the barge right alongside. It has so much electronic equipment and movie equipment there.
There's another one too. Another line in the movie. Something about your type of hat, Harry. I don't know, but at the end it has Harry's Hat Productions or whatever. But it's in the movie.
No.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
But anyway, yeah.
There's a lot of little different movies have different Easter eggs and stuff that are put into them.
Oh.
Wait, nobody's talking this morning. Did you guys not have your coffee yet this morning? Is that what's going on? Nobody's chit-chatting at all. Dominic is the only one that had anything to say today.
Yeah.
We'd like to know how your Monday's going. Did you send any kids off to school?
Maybe they're all celebrating their home free. No kids. Yippee!
Husbands and wives are going, that they're home. They go, we're alone now.
That's right.
It's the first time in a while.
They ain't got time to be watching you. They're doing their own thing.
Yeah, they're watching Good Morning America.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Or watching the Weather Channel. Watching Ida.
Speaking of weather, last weekend we could have got zapped, but we didn't.
We didn't.
Thank goodness, it took a whole different course of action.
Yeah.
But Ida,
oh man,
has decided to poor Louisiana.
Yeah. Well, apparently the levees
Louisiana's always getting whacked.
The levees held up. That's the one good thing. The levees held up. I guess they really put a lot of money into the pumping stations and everything. The only thing I was listening to a couple of the things there is that the pumping stations, when they get water coming down from above, they really don't have a mechanism to really pump that water out. It's the water that comes in from the outside where the pumping pumps it back into the lake.
Yeah.
So
I do feel bad. For Louisiana because they keep getting.
I mean, we watched a little bit of the Weather Channel last night.
Storms.
Some of the people decided they weren't going to leave.
Well, it's their home.
It was a big mistake because they were in trouble and they couldn't get to them. So, but I haven't heard any deaths or anything.
No, thank goodness I haven't heard any either.
Yeah.
Linda says, goodness, good morning, Paul and Mike. Hope you are both having a fantastic day. Thank you, Linda. Mine's going great so far, and she had a good weekend, and I'm still here.
Yeah.
Cindy says, first vacation that I've ever had that'll have the house to myself for the majority of the day.
There you go. See, that's the big thing. Kids are gone. People are, they're going to be great.
Cindy, you're on vacation? Great. I'll be over for breakfast at 10:05. What's for breakfast?
Yeah, what are you bringing?
Oh no.
Oh
goodness.
Yeah. So, but a million customers without power. Can you imagine that? It's going to take them weeks to get it back.
That is,
it's nuts. Between, I guess, Louisiana and Missouri, Alabama. Yeah.
Cindy did say she'll have coffee ready.
You drink coffee? Is that what you said?
No, she goes, I'll have coffee ready.
Oh, she'll have coffee ready. Oh, there you go.
Ta-da. I wonder how many parents really are just kind of like sitting home today going,
a lot.
I got the house all to myself today.
A lot.
I don't need to. I can turn on the TV on any channel I want and no one's going to bitch.
Right. Kids on there with taking up all the internet.
My God, my show keeps locking up. Turn off the Xbox for a while. All the bandwidth is going towards the game.
Yeah. Yeah. Kids ain't going to like it. They're back to school 5 days a week now. Well, this week will be. They got to go to school Friday? Probably not. Yeah.
No,
they got Monday off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now my daughter doesn't start school until Thursday.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, she
Is
doesn't
she in
start.
high school?
Yeah, she's a freshman.
That's probably why.
Well, high school started here. What's
Oh, they did?
Yeah,
Oh,
the whole school system in Griswold started today.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely. I'm not sure if Plainfield did.
don't
I
know.
think Plainfield started today, but
Yeah, I think. Well, I know the whole
Rihanna's school not till.
the Norwich school system started as well.
Yeah, Rihanna's school doesn't start until Thursday.
Oh, wow.
But she's a freshman.
Oh boy.
She's excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited for her. I remember what it was like when I first walked in. You know,
You feel like a punching bag?
No, not at all. Not at all. But it was like, this is a whole new world. The hallways, they look. Duck. That was a senior.
Yeah.
They're not going to talk to me.
Yeah.
They're going to think I'm some sort of dweeb or something, and I'm just trying to exist. Oh, is there a hair out of place? Oh, they're going to make fun of me. Don't go to the bathroom. Strange things will happen in there. I hear.
Yeah. Dump your head in the.
I hear I'm going to get a swirly.
You're gonna get. How about if they reach in and pull your underwear up? Oh.
I think they only did that like in the 80s. I mean, the 50s and 60s. Well, they don't do that stuff anymore.
Oh, they don't.
There's a lot of hazing.
Yeah.
Well, not as much anymore.
I don't think it's as much anymore because you really can get in trouble. Yeah.
Well, there were kids that actually died from hazing.
Yeah. A lot of colleges kids died.
Yeah. So they had stopped that.
Yeah.
There's not really a lot of that going on.
Yeah.
You know, when I was in high school, and when I most of my friends were juniors and seniors when I was a freshman.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I don't know why.
Well, you lucked out.
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, we're having
I just
them,
identified with a lot of them. So
having them as friends, it probably saved you from getting your butt kicked.
I never had any problems in high school.
No.
No, high school was 4 years of just. If I could go back, that would be what I would do again.
Yeah, I don't remember ever having.
Not to do over.
Yeah.
But just to.
I don't remember having any problems in high school.
Yeah, I didn't.
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
I was a band geek.
Yeah.
I was a band geek. Loved the band. Loved playing in the band.
Yeah.
You know, between that and working at the roller rink and stuff.
Yeah. Well, you got to know a lot of people.
I did. And one of the things was too is that the Plainfield crew always went to the roller rink in Plainfield.
Yeah.
Sometimes the Griswold crew would go, but there's always that rivalry between Griswold and Plainfield.
Yeah.
But there was never any fisticuffs or anything like that.
Yeah.
Once in a while you get a jerk, either from either school, Plainfield or Griswold. They'd want to, start something, but otherwise, no, nobody cared.
Yeah. There you go.
Nobody cared. Yeah. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? All right. We're going to take a break for news in a second and be back in a little bit right here on SNSN. Good morning.
Life is full of choices. At Jewett City Savings Bank, we can make one choice easy, finding the right checking account. We offer a range of affordable accounts to fit your budget and needs, and each gives you the freedom to access your money the way you want, online, through our mobile app, or with your debit card. It's your money and your choice. To learn more about the account that's right for you, stop by one of our offices or visit us at jcsbank.com. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Hello, I'm Miranda Mahoney, Project Coordinator of Griswold Pride, your drug-free community coalition. We want to help you keep your kids safe during this challenging time. Social distancing is still in effect, and so is the social host law. Reports are coming in that teens are contracting the virus at underage drinking parties. Parents, allowing underage drinking on your property could land you in jail for up to a year, plus fines. Another reason why you should not provide alcohol to our youth. For more info, go to griswoldpride.org. griswoldpride.org. griswoldpride.org.
Don't just wish for a winning deal. Make it dish. It will make it real. Don't just wish. Make it dish. Hey everyone.
everyone. This is Ellis Dish from Dish Motors. We're back better than ever with our new sales and service center on Route 32 in North Franklin. Everyone says there's nothing better than dealing with the dishes, and here's why. Selection. We have the area's largest inventory of off-lease, one-owner vehicles of all makes and models. You name it, we got it, or I'll get it for you at no additional charge. Quality. Each vehicle goes through a rigorous 120-point safety and quality check. Nothing leaves the lot without my personal approval. Convenience. We have financing sources for almost any situation. We offer on-site registration processing, and we have maintenance programs for years of stress-free ownership. And now open for all your maintenance needs. Our full-service repair facility, where oil changes start at just $19.99. Call today for your appointment or just stop by. So save thousands and deal with the dishes. Route 32, North Franklin. Or check us out online at dishfranklin.com or ring us 860-383-4750.
Just wish, make it Dish.
The flagship for Griswold High School sports, and your home for local news and weather.
Broadcasting from Main Street in the borough of Jewett City.
The Streaming News and Sports Network, SNSN.
Breaking news this hour from townhall.com. I'm Jeremy House. Ida's been downgraded to a tropical storm. As a hurricane, the system knocked out power to all of New Orleans and inundated coastal Louisiana communities on a deadly path through the Gulf Coast. New Orleans resident Nick Mosca says he made sure to have food and water for his family and their dogs and made other preparations.
We have tools in case we have to cut and do stuff. I'd like to be better prepared. There's a few things that I'm thinking we probably could have done, but this storm came pretty quick.
Ida made landfall on the same day 16 years earlier that Hurricane Katrina ravaged Louisiana and Mississippi. Meanwhile, Tropical Storm Nora is dropping heavy rains along the Gulf of California after weakening from a hurricane that set off floods and landslides on Mexico's Pacific coast. Rocket fire has apparently targeted Kabul's international airport amid the U.S. military's evacuation.
The rocket fire, apparently targeting Kabul's international airport, struck a nearby neighborhood on the eve of the deadline for U.S. troops to withdraw from the country. After the attack, planes continued to land and taxi across the northern military side of the airport, taking off roughly every 20 minutes at one point. No group has immediately claimed responsibility for the attack. Last week, the Islamic State group in Afghanistan launched a devastating suicide bombing at one of the airport gates, killing around 170 Afghans and 13 U.S. service members. I'm Charles de Ledesma.
3 prisoners at the Guantanamo Bay Detention Center face a possible first day in court after being held for 18 years in connection with the deadly 2002 Bali nightclub bombings. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Local news, sports, and weather. SNSN.
This is a news update from the Streaming News and Sports Programming Network, SNSN. School buses are once again out and about, and kids are at their bus stops. Why? Because school starts today in the town of Griswold. On August 29th at about 3:22 in the morning, members of Plainfield Police responded to Sam's Food Store located on Norwich Road in Plainfield after receiving a complaint of a male and female arguing. Upon arriving, the police immediately recognized the male, 27-year-old Zachary Mitchell, who is homeless, but from Plainfield, from extensive prior police interaction. Now, the officer was aware Mitchell had an active arrest warrant for failure to appear. Although uncooperative, Mitchell was placed under arrest. While being placed in the police cruiser, Mitchell stated that there was stolen property on scene, and once placed in the police cruiser, Mitchell would not remove his foot from the doorway, which the police rectified and took him to the Plainfield Police Department. Once at the police department, Mitchell remained uncooperative and refused to get out of the cruiser. Mitchell was then escorted into the booking room and refused to enter his jail cell. While in the cell, Mitchell flooded the cell with toilet water, causing the cell to overflow and leak into the police department's evidence processing room. Mitchell then stripped himself down and urinated through the cell and attempted to tamper with the cell cameras and locks. Mitchell was charged with failure to appear and criminal mischief, and he is due in court today. Last week, Connecticut State Police graduated 100 new state troopers, all members of the 130th Training Troop. James C. Rovella, Commissioner of the Department of Emergency Services and Public Protection, and Colonel Stavros Smolakis, Commander of the State Police, congratulated the graduating class during a ceremony held at Dunkin' Donuts Park, home of the Yard Goats, to allow for social distancing. Governor Ned Lamont also addressed the graduates. Amongst the graduating troopers, 8 new troopers will be going to Troop D in Danielson, and 7 new troopers will be going to Troop E in Montville. Checking a couple of items from Town Hall in Griswold. No meetings this week except for just one on Thursday, where the Ordinance Committee will meet in the Selectmen's Meeting Room. That's on the 2nd floor. That'll be at 7 p.m. on Thursday. And don't forget, coming up is Labor Day weekend, and the Griswold Town Hall will be closed on Monday in the observance of Labor Day and will reopen once again Tuesday morning.
The 9 a.m. report on SNSN has
This is your local weather forecast right here on SNSN.
My computer is doing weird things this morning. It just does what it wants to do.
It's got a gremlin in it.
Oh my God. It's just it's one of those random days where it's like, yep, I'm gonna mess with you today.
CIA
That's right.
is messing with
All right, Jim. Here we go. He says the CIA is doing it. All right.
You ready?
Jim, people are complaining that you're sitting over there, they can't hear you, they can't see you, or nothing like that.
Who's complaining?
People on the thing before. Well, I'm not today because you just got here.
Well, give me names.
No, I'm not going to give you names. Oh, no, because you're not going to contact them. It's like we're talking to the invisible man.
I'll humor you.
God. Joanne said it must be a ghost.
There you go, Jim.
Right there. Think I'm kidding? Right there. Don't fall.
Hey, I'm not like I spent half my life on the TV.
Oh,
man.
All right, do the weather forecast before we start ripping it up with Jim.
My phone was dead. No, it didn't.
See, I'm telling you, it's bad electronic Monday.
I got something going.
You want mine?
No, I got it. The temperature downtown.
No, because Jim's phone only has things that says Fauci sucks. That's
just ringtone. I think John F. Kennedy Jr. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has written a book on Fauci.
Uh-oh.
I may spend the money to buy it.
Uh-oh.
All right, let's get to the weather. Right now, the temperature downtown Jewish City is 73 degrees. Cloudy early with some scattered thunderstorms possibly developing this afternoon. Storms may contain some pretty strong winds, so highs will be around 82 degrees. But tonight, partly cloudy and mostly cloudy skies with some scattered thunderstorms throughout the evening. Lows around 65 degrees. And of course, for your Tuesday, well, it's going to be mostly cloudy. Highs will be around 83 degrees. And of course, for Tuesday evening, again, cloudy near 60 degrees. It's great sweeping weather now. Temperature really is nice at night. So
I tossed and turned all night last night, but go ahead.
Anyway, that's your weather from SNSN on this Monday, last Monday in August, by the way, 08/30/2021.
All right. Good morning, Jim. How are you? Welcome on in.
Thank you. I'm fine.
All right. People can see you at least now.
Yeah.
What makes you think they want to see me?
Well, it's a lot better than not.
I don't know. They may not want to see my ugly puss.
I think that's your own thing. They keep saying, "Where's Jim? Where is that handsome man? Where is that devil? Bring on Jim Barney."
Yeah.
All right. So you had found a couple things, Paul, right off the bat, saying that there are some things that have been canceled again.
Yeah.
Some other offensive items.
Well, first of all, I heard that the Jeep has got a problem now.
What has?
Jeep. Because they make the Jeep Cherokee.
Mm-hmm.
They find that being offensive.
Canceled!
Oh, my God.
Yeah. And I guess the big thing going on now is the Notre Dame mascot. It's a leprechaun, so they're finding that offensive.
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
So no matter what we had, whatever, it's going to be offensive. To
You know, Paul, it's probably about 1% of the people that find this stuff offensive.
I think Notre
if they
Dame
don't
is,
like it, why don't they leave and go someplace else?
I think Notre Dame is telling them to go stick it because they ain't going to change it.
Didn't
the Celtics has got? Don't the Celtics have a leprechaun too? What do the Boston Celtics have as a mascot?
It's like a leprechaun.
I think it's a leprechaun too, right?
Didn't the Cleveland Indians just change their name too?
They just changed their name.
To what?
I don't remember what it was.
It was oh crap. It was something kind of nothing remotely close.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what they called them. I don't remember.
Well, no, they're still showing here.
It just shows you how much I remember.
It's still showing here as the Cleveland Indians.
Yeah, the one I saw was the Notre Dame one. Yeah. I don't.
Or maybe next year they're changing their name.
Yeah. Oh, well. That was the last one I saw.
So, Jim, just so you know, Joanne says, I enjoy seeing and hearing all of you.
Oh, boy.
All of you, meaning
well, you
the
too.
group inclusive. Because you could.
That includes you.
Yes, it does.
That includes you. I mean, it's difficult. I mean, I've talked to Paul when you weren't here, and it's like when you're sitting there, it's like nobody can see you. It's like, you know, people are like, who are you talking to? See, now they can see you.
Well, you usually introduce me, so they have an idea who you're talking to.
Yeah. But still, when we're using this type of forum and stuff, it's a lot better. People can see. They can't see your mouth move or anything like that, but at least they have an idea. They know you.
Well, we can thank Dr. Fauci for that.
Was I right?
Yeah.
Was I right? You know, it's a great day here in Griswold, and I love it. Oh, the weather's going to be super, and oh, the kids are back to school. It's great, and you know what? Dr. Fauci sucks.
It's just false to wearing masks.
Oh, poor.
Matter of fact,
poor Tony Fauci.
I know. I think he's the one that pretty much said the kids should be wearing masks. I thought I saw an article just recently where he's saying the kids should be wearing masks.
Well, you know, I don't know if he did or he didn't, but I will tell you this: it's another form of division.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
That's what I was just thinking, Mike.
Yeah, it's another form of division. You know, we kid around and joke around, and
it's a big joke now. At least, a lot of it,
us,
you know.
Right. But like the masks, whether you're going to get the vaccine or not, that's another form of division.
Yeah.
Before then, you know, are you Republican or Democrat? I mean, you had kids on social media going, you know, oh, you must be a Biden supporter. Oh, you must be a Trump supporter.
Yeah.
And we're talking like 10, 11, 12-year-old kids.
I know.
You know that.
When I was 10 to 11, I didn't give a crap who was president. I didn't even know who was.
Oh, Joanne just she filled in the blank for us. Thank you, Joanne. The Cleveland Guardians.
Oh, okay. That's what they became.
And they're going to cancel that. You know why? Because parents, you know, that's right. Canceled.
That's right.
It should be the non-binary adults.
Yeah.
Not the Guardians.
Yeah. And by the way, Jim, when you advertise your rentals, you can't say master bedroom anymore.
Try and stop me.
Huh?
Try and stop me.
Yeah, it's just a big bedroom now. It's not a master bedroom. Yeah.
Oh,
canceled.
Yep. A lot of people.
Is that so? You say you can't say it's the ladies' bathroom anymore either? Then.
No, it's just a bathroom.
Yeah, it's a bathroom. Anybody can use it.
Non-binary. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't we just code everything with ones and zeros?
Well, yeah.
It's kind of the computers have been doing that for years.
Yeah.
So why not?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think a lot of people are speaking up about it, though. I think a lot of people are getting sick of this whole cancel crap.
I think the silent majority is starting to become a little bit vocal.
Oh, yes, I think you're right.
And when it explodes, it'll really explode.
Yeah.
Canceled.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but think about everything. I'm sure that just by thinking about it, we could come up with some more stuff that could be canceled as a result.
It's just been one big division.
Oh yeah,
one big division.
Because if they can keep us divided, they keep us from looking at the things that are really going on that should be important.
That's Jim. I agree with you.
Yeah,
yeah, that is true. I certainly agree with that statement.
Oh well, let's see. What can we? Oh, you can't say iPhone anymore.
Why?
Because it relates to me. It's got
Why can't we say me phone?
That's the same reason.
It's just a phone.
That's the us phone.
Oh, whatever, just a phone.
Human phone. Can we even say human?
I don't know. It's a good question.
We can't say that.
Well, the wildlife may start to protest that.
Yeah, they may get pissed off. That's right. Yeah. The rhinos may be saying, "Wait a minute."
Yeah. So anything you just come up with a word, you'll find a way to say it should be canceled.
I didn't even think of the whole Jeep Cherokee thing.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see how that could get attacked or whatever.
Yes.
But even the leprechaun, it's a fictitious character.
I believe Notre Dame is a leprechaun. I thought, but it's something that right now they're saying that it's offensive.
Oh, it's a fictitious character.
I know. Well, all the mascots that are out there, you're going to find them. I mean,
well, my high school team, football team, was called the Black Knights.
Not anymore.
Okay, I'm going to have to investigate that and see what they're called now.
Now they're just the Knights.
or the
no, you can't do that because that's gender.
Oh, Christ!
How about the Calm Evenings? There you go.
See, there you go.
Then the Hurricanes will be disturbed.
Oh, can't say hurricane. Oh. Why are we still naming hurricanes with male and female names?
Yeah, that's
a good question.
That what? Why isn't that canceled?
Well, is it the winter storms are male and the female storms are hurricanes? Is that how it works?
I have no clue.
As it is in life.
I'm not going near that one.
I just did. Sorry. That's the way.
That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, you're right. Anything we come up with,
it's everything.
It's everything. Yeah, you can find something wrong with it.
Yeah. What about a pancake? They're not really made in a pan. They can be made anywhere, and you can make them. Canceled. You can make them in a. Yeah. Now pan. I'm stretching it here. So.
Yeah. Stretches it. Pan.
Oh, you know what I saw? A great idea for a breakfast treat is you fry some bacon.
Yeah.
And then you take the bacon and then you pour pancake batter on it. And then when that cooks a little bit, you flip it and you pour more. Now you have bacon inside of a pancake.
If it would, that's good. I mean, if it would cook because you got the bacon grease, I don't know how that will react towards the batter.
Sahara says they have opened up the biggest can of worms ever.
Big time.
Yeah.
Well, this can of worms, okay?
I don't know.
No, that doesn't sound gender.
It's I don't see anything wrong with that.
But now what are we going to rename the Knights of Columbus?
Oh, they can't be Columbus.
Yeah, Columbus too.
Columbus too. Explorers. That's it. Who? Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Well, I see the Black Knights still listed under Stoughton High School, and then I see a little bit further down here the Stoughton Black Knights women's hockey team. So we're balanced, male and female there.
I mean, it does sound ridiculous what we're talking about, but the way the world is trending and how things are moving along,
right?
I would not be surprised if they took your old high school and changed the name.
Yeah.
I mean, they took the Cleveland Indians. How long? How many years have they been the Cleveland Indians?
They always were.
The Boston Braves.
Right.
Oh, the Atlanta Braves.
Our Atlanta Braves.
Okay. The New England Patriots. Got to change that.
That's right. We're not Patriots anymore. What are we?
I'm not going to say it on the radio.
We're new residents. Oh my God. Bob just said something who I have invited to come in here many times. So I was wondering if he's going to get off his retired ass and come in here. It's Melissa's stepfather. He just says, I can't be a savage. His name's Bob Savage.
Oh, that's right. You can't be.
You can't be a savage, Bob.
No,
you can't do it.
He's got to change his name.
It's total absurdity.
It is. It is.
You know. And it's being driven by, like I say, the 1%. Not the typical 1% we think of that's got 95% of the money.
Yeah. But I mean, really, I mean, as sarcastic as that would be, you know, he says he can't be a savage. I mean, those are the kind of things that are getting the light switch turned off of.
Yeah.
Because it could offend somebody.
Right. That's true.
Hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. It's getting worse and worse.
But no matter what you say, and this is what I don't understand, is that, I mean, the politically correctness of the world still offends somebody.
Yep.
Too sensitive.
Like the Cleveland Indians. I know I just mentioned them a little bit ago. But the history and the heritage that they have as a baseball team now is not going to be identified as the same anymore.
Oh, San Diego Padres.
Yeah.
Padres.
Any sports team, really.
But you know something? I personally think that the way the Indians, they named them the Cleveland Indians not in a derogatory way, but as a way to say they were honoring the Indians. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they did it to,
maybe
there was
these teams did that to do it in a derogatory fashion.
Absolutely not.
And maybe there was no connotation to those names in either direction. It was just a name that was
just a name
thing that fit them.
Killingly, they still don't have a name.
No,
they were the Killingly Redmen.
And they're fighting over that. Nobody wants to change it. Yeah.
Yeah. First, it was
stand up to it. It's a pile of crap.
Yeah. Yeah. Some people have. Like in Killingly, I know that was going on a while ago.
I think a big part of that is that the people there, the high school is built on some native land. The new high school that they have up on Route 12.
Is it?
So what do they want them to do? Tear it down?
No, they don't want to be known as the Redmen.
Oh, so you think it might have been built on Indian land?
Well, there's I guess some of it is built on
Really?
Indian land and some of the tribe, I guess.
Well, I mean, you can carry that to the extreme because everything here was built on Indian land.
That's true.
So how absurd do you want to get?
Yeah, I mean, you can make an argument for all of it.
I mean,
I get it.
The Indians should come back and claim our homes.
Right.
And our crops, anything they want. It was their land.
Yes. I mean, I personally think that we were just awful to Native Americans. We're terrible.
Oh, of course.
Them.
Yeah, no question about it.
So I mean, they deserve their land. I mean, I get it, but in their reservations and to govern as they want to, because that's the way it was.
Well, look
and
at how
just taken away.
Look at how horrible we were to Japanese American citizens during World War II. We incarcerated them.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Oh yeah.
Did I tell you the story about when I went out to Lower Brule, South Dakota?
I think you did.
Did I tell you that story, Jim?
No, I don't even know what town you just said.
Lower Brule, B-R-U-L-E.
B-R-U-L-E. Brule.
Lower Brule. Anyway, it's a Native American community for the Lakotas. So when I went out there with my ex-wife, well, we were married at the time. So we get out there, and the very first night we're sitting with her Uncle Red, right? a Native American with a nickname Red.
Mhm.
Okay, not offensive, right? So, whatever, I don't care. As long as he doesn't care. And then he started talking about the land and the reservation and stuff like that. Well, I have a pretty famous grandfather, 5 generations up, which to me means nothing. It never did. And, I found out about 5 years ago only. But Clark from Lewis and Clark was my 5th generation grandfather. Well, I told him, I said, you might think this is kind of cool. By the way, my 5th generation grandfather is Clark from Lewis and Clark. Don't you ever utter that name in here again. What? Scared me to death because here I am.
Well, he took out his tomahawk. Yeah, there's another word we can't use anymore.
Yeah, but all I know is I was sitting at a table with a bunch of my now family, and I'm like, everything was quiet because the patriarch of the entire family just talked me off, and I'm like, oh, and I looked at him and I said. I said, Uncle Red, I said, I did not mean to offend you. I said, I didn't. He goes, you don't know what happened. And I said, no, I do not. And I don't know why why you found it offensive, but, can you let me know? Can you tell me? So he told me what had happened as Lewis and Clark went through that part of South Dakota during their expedition. And they went in there, they stole their buffalo meat. They stole their clothing. They stole their bedding. They raped and killed women. Wow. They were just awful people. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, see, they never.
And I said I did not understand or realize that, and I apologized again because
they never portrayed them doing that.
Of course not. Yeah. Of course not. They were great Americans because they took an expedition to the West.
Well, don't we have the same thing happening today? And it's hardly talked about.
Explain.
Yeah.
What do you mean, Jim?
Well, I mean, women are being raped, and occasionally even men are being raped today, right here in what's supposedly a civil society. Your personal belongings are being stolen. I mean, you can make that connection. At least I certainly can.
Yeah. I'm looking for a video that I thought was kind of funny where here it is. Look at it. I found it.
What is that?
It's parenting in the year 2050.
Oh boy.
And listen to this. It's about a minute long. You ready?
Do I need the earphones on?
Hold on here. Wait a minute.
Yeah, the earphones.
Hold on, let me start it all over again. But this is something I saw a long time ago, and I thought it was fun. So here we go.
Hey, non-binary offspring. Hey, non-gender specific parent. Just wanted to let you know that dinner is ready, if you consent to it, of course. I don't. I don't consent. Well, I was thinking maybe in an hour or so, if you're up to it, me and your other non-gender specific parent can sit in the living room and breathe for a little bit. If it doesn't trigger you, of course. I'm not sure if I'm triggered by that or offended. Quite honestly, I don't know what to feel anymore. Trust me, I don't know either, honey. Oh my God, did you just call me honey? Oh my God, I am so sorry. That's harassment. Please don't tweet about this. I already did. Well, it looks like my career is over. Well, maybe think 20 times before you talk. We'll have to live on the streets. Well, that doesn't matter to me because my feelings are more important than all of our physical well-being. Okay, well, I'm going to go into the living room and cry. I love you. You don't have to say it back. I'm not going to.
Wow.
Parenting in 2020, 2050.
Wow.
And
How about that?
I get a phone call.
Yeah, it's your ex-wife.
No, it's not. Hello, little girl.
Hello.
You're on the radio.
Hello, radio.
Hello, radio. She's holding up her cat.
Just your daughter?
Yeah.
Hi, daughter.
That's Jim. Say hi, Jim. That's Binks.
Hey, Binks.
And that's Paul. And
Dude, there was a magician yesterday. There was a balloon making guy.
yeah, your mom posted pictures. I saw them.
Look, okay, so I got a butterfly.
Oh yeah, a balloon butterfly. That's what you got.
Mom got Hey Hey from Moana.
Uh-huh.
I got a parrot.
She's got a parrot. And you should see it. They're all balloons.
A parrot?
Balloons. Look.
Oh.
It's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good. Yeah. And it's even on a cage. It's hilarious.
Favorite one.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah. All right. Go ahead.
It's
A flamingo.
Oh, yeah, it's all pink.
Yeah.
It does look like a flamingo.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. I don't know if you can see it, but we are FaceTiming with Rihanna right now.
Yeah.
And she's showing all her balloons that she got at her party yesterday.
Wow.
It was a surprise party.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a surprise. I didn't even know about it.
They had me thinking, oh yeah, come on, we gotta go get ready for JoJo's birthday party.
Yeah.
I walked in, surprise! And then I saw Melina emerge from the crowd.
Melina's her little cousin.
Oh.
So.
She's sleeping over tonight.
She what?
She's sleeping over tonight.
Oh, okay. Can I call you back in a few minutes?
Yeah, I just want to show you my balloons.
All right. Well, I love you. All right. Bye, honey bunch. Bye. FaceTiming with Rihanna.
There you go.
She's so hilarious. She cracks me up. So what'd you think about that video? Is it not? Isn't it factual the way things are going?
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
It really is.
Back then.
So what'd you think of my response to your question?
Could you just tell me I look better now than I did 10 years ago? Why? Just say it. I mean, you don't have to question it. Just say it. I mean, it's the only real reason I posted it. So
there's more videos and everything. All right, Jim, go ahead.
I just asked you, what did you think of my response to your question yesterday?
I didn't really get a chance to digest it, to be honest with you, because there was a lot.
Well, I spent 3/4 of an hour on it.
Yeah, well, we can talk about it later, but people don't even know what we're talking about right now. So,
well, I was giving you an opportunity to introduce it, but we'll talk about it later.
Yeah. There's you want to talk about it? What's her name?
No, that's fine.
What's her name? The scientist you were talking about, or you saw the video on?
Oh, you Judy Mikovits.
Right. I saw that video, and she's a scientist. She spent some time in jail,
And an MD.
and a doctor, and
On a fraudulent charge.
okay. And she's out, and now she's trying to expose COVID. She's trying to expose Fauci and all this stuff. I had seen the video a couple times before. It was sent to me. It's been circulating for well over a year now. And I don't know how to feel about it, because no matter what anybody says right now, Jim, about whether they believe it, whether they don't believe it, whether it's fraudulent or it's not fraudulent, I don't think the virus is fraudulent at all.
No, I don't think anybody's saying the virus is fraudulent.
No.
I mean, the real question was you used Reuters as a source, okay, and that was what I was really responding to.
Well, they were saying that, just so Paul is up to date, is that Reuters, they kind of debunked all of Mikovitz's claims.
I got you.
There were some things that she said that made sense, but I think some of it is sour grapes.
Yeah, the point I was making in my epistle back to you was the fact that this was written by somebody who said a scientist said this or somebody said that. No references, no way to fact check what they were saying. And that was the point of my long response to you.
But then again, there was no way to fact check her either. She's making a lot of claims.
And I said that at the very end. I says,
right, I did see you say
okay, I said that. But most of the articles that I read, there's anywhere from a half a dozen to over 150 references supporting the information that I'm discussing.
So I guess what my question would be is if there is just overwhelming evidence to what these people are making claims to about the masks and the vaccine and whatever, if there is all this overwhelming evidence, why is there not a bigger movement then? Why are there not more people leaning towards that?
Because they are fed a diet of pablum from the established news medium. Okay, as I explained a few mornings ago, when 40% of your revenue comes from the medical pharmaceutical industry, do you think they're going to take and cut off their nose to spite their face?
No, but
although a little bit of that is starting to happen. Some of the news medias are starting to call Fauci out.
All right. You want to know what I think? And I don't think I've ever really brought this up to your attention of what I think.
Oh God, should I back up?
No. No. I think that all of these other claims, whether you're from the right or the left, all these claims of,
and you're absolutely right.
What
you're going to say?
Tell me what I'm going to say.
You're gonna. I can't say it right now.
I think I think those statements are also controlled. Is that where you were thinking I was going?
Mostly, but a little bit less severely.
Okay, I think it's all going towards. I think a lot of that is controlled as well to get one side to fight with another. I think it's still all about division.
That's the point I was really going to make. Yes, and I agree with you. But if you look at the FFCCC, that's a major group of doctors and scientists. There's America's frontline doctors, over 10,000 of them. These are people pretty well educated and spent a lot of their career doing this type of stuff. And you get some news writer who gets a sound bite and they blow it up into something that actually isn't there at all. And that's what I was referring to. And I'm not saying that Reuters isn't one of the better sources of news. All I did is pick it apart.
So I gotta tell you, you have to meet with Bob. You have to. You guys will be like hugging in 5 minutes.
I don't think so.
There'll be like a bromance going on between you. No. I got to tell you exactly what he just said.
This is your father-in-law you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. This is exactly what he just said.
He just
Ready?
said, okay.
Ready?
Yep.
3 words. Follow the money.
Absolutely. Follow the money.
Bob, you and Jim are going to be besties.
What do you at some past time they got the Congress to allow these people who are working with taxpayers' money to not only get very good salaries but to reap a massive amount of profit from the patents that they create, which is funneling tons and tons of money around. Okay, when I worked for Raytheon, I have patents. The day I went to work for them, I had to sign a statement that says anything I develop belongs to Raytheon Company. I never got a cent for it. Why should we, the taxpayers, be giving these people massive amounts of money in some cases while they're employed by the taxpayer?
I think each side has valid points. I think each side also has a lot of invalid points. Paul, agree or disagree?
No, I agree. And I agree that COVID is real.
Mm-hmm.
Because people wouldn't be getting sick and dying if it wasn't real.
Right.
So.
Bob just said, something we're not told. Father-in-law. Well, no, Bob. It's just it's a lot easier to say than my girlfriend's stepfather. It's a lot easier to say. Dad.
Well, there's an interesting point right there. We as a nation, we don't communicate very well.
Just so you know, I like Bob. I think he's really cool. He's fun.
Yeah, I mean, we don't communicate well. I mean, you sit with your family and you make a statement that you think is perfectly clear,
yeah,
and they look at you and they don't have a clue what you're talking about. And then when you analyze what you've just said, you understand why they don't have a clue what you just said. Because we don't. Most of us don't speak with good clarity.
Well, I even came down to I put a post on my personal Facebook page last week, and what I had said is, get the vaccine, it's your choice. Wear a mask, your choice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, blah blah blah.
I absolutely agree with you.
Okay. I got a comment back from a friend that a girl that I've been friends with for 25 years.
Not quite half your life.
No, but good friends. I mean, we really don't have much contact now, you know, but we once in a while, you know, happy birthdays, Merry Christmas, that kind of stuff. So she sends me a message saying that my comments were very flip. And I'm like, why are they flip? I didn't understand. I thought it was pretty straightforward. And what it came down to is she didn't understand where I was going with the statement or what I meant by it. Because, you know, how many times have you received a text and you don't know in what vein it is or what tone somebody's talking, so it can be misrepresentation.
That's why I like face-to-face meetings.
And I do too. I do too. But she, you know, kept going on and on. She said, she goes, people know you in your area, and you should be using your voice on the side of public health. And I said, well, how do you know I'm not? And she's made it sound, she was her version of what I said was like I didn't really care. Yes, I do care, and we're fine now. She understood where I was coming from, but
when she used the word flippant, because to me that means smart alecky. That's the way I would take flip.
Yeah,
flippant.
Yeah,
and we're smart alecky.
Well, I'd rather be a smart ass than a dumbass. Uh-huh. So I mean, there you go.
Well, if we were all dumbasses, we wouldn't be worrying and spending so much time on some of this crap.
So she got it, and my whole point is that I can't control you, Jim. I can't control you, Paul.
Right.
I can't control what you guys do. If you guys choose to get the vaccine, then you do. If you choose to not wear a mask, that's up to you. I can't do anything about it. Then to defend my point with her by saying, well, you should take the side of public health. I told her, I said, but we do. I said, we have the health director in our area, on our station frequently. So we talk about it. We talk about the town, in the town government comes in.
Sure.
And make sure that we give all the information out there, which is on the side of public health. If public health right now is saying masking is not mandated, well, that's on the side of public health, because they're saying it's not, it's not a mandate right now. So to me, telling people to go ahead and they need to mask, even though it's not a mandate, leads me to believe then it's a choice. A human choice,
right?
Whatever choice you want to make, or you want to make for your family, or whatever. Jim? What do you think?
I don't disagree with you at all.
So now, if it's a mask mandate,
That's different.
that's a different story. You know, got to follow the rules. You know, and because
Well, the Supreme Court just ruled on that, and the Supreme Court ruled that the FDA, NIH, CDC does not have any authority to require you to wear masks.
Okay.
Well,
I don't know.
You're gonna bring it up?
I don't know if I can find it. You know, I read all this stuff at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and so I don't know if I can find it or not, Mike.
Jim, do you ever sleep? I don't think you really do.
Only when I drive.
Well, that's good to know.
Let's see. One of the articles I read, and I haven't had a chance to verify it, but they were talking about the disease and the transfer of disease, COVID. I'm talking about, and that the Israelis, Israel itself, has probably got one of the highest levels of vaccination in the world, and how they're reporting their data in totality. And making the distinction here that the CDC is selectively reporting their data. Okay, so they're not including all of the different variations that the Israeli reporting is, which just goes one more. That just, you know, if in fact that's true, which I suspect it is, that's just one more argument in my favor of the CDC being as corrupt as anything you can think of in this country. And it's money.
Right. Paul?
Not going to argue with the Jim.
I won't hurt you if you do.
I know.
Either way, no matter how you slice it, no matter how you dice it, it's the same thing over and over again.
And I have no problem with making their own decision.
Absolutely.
If you don't want to get the vaccine, that's your decision.
That is up to you.
Now,
It's up to you. If you don't want to wear a mask, that's up to you. I am not going to be one to sit here and tell you you have to do it.
Exactly.
And that runs in both directions, because there's a lot of information out there. I'm not calling it data. I'm calling it information.
Yeah.
That people that have had the multiple shots of vaccine are shedding this disease to other people. Okay. But again, if you're non-vaccinated and you're worried about somebody shedding on you, well, then you stay away from them.
Yeah.
You know?
Very, very true.
Yeah.
All right.
Where the heck was that?
He's still looking.
Yeah. If he can remember what time he was up reading it.
Yeah, actually, it was another link off of a site, and I can't find it now.
No.
All right, Jim, you look at that. We're gonna take a break real quick, and we'll be back to chat a little more and kind of end it all for a Monday right here on SNSN.
So much better with Burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better with Burns. You buy better with Burns. You buy better.
Hurricane season is upon us. Did you know insurance companies can issue moratoriums that prevent you from securing coverage when there's an impending storm? Homeowners, business owners, property owners, act now. Don't let your coverage leave you out in the rain. The licensed professionals at the Burns Agency are here to help. Call, email, or chat with us online today. Don't let the next natural disaster become an insurance disaster. The Burns Agency, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Better with Burns. Much better. So much better with Burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better with Burns. You buy better with Burns. You buy better.
Hello, I'm Miranda Mahoney, Project Coordinator of Grizzled Pride, your drug-free community coalition. We want to help you keep your kids safe during this challenging time. Social distancing is still in effect, and so is the social host law. Reports are coming in that teens are contracting the virus at underage drinking parties. Parents, allowing underage drinking on your property could land you in jail for up to a year, plus fines. Another reason why you should not provide alcohol to our youth. For more info, go to grizzledpride.org. grizzledpride.org. grizzledpride.org.
Don't just wish for a winning deal. Make it Dish. It will make it real. Don't just wish. Make it Dish.
Hey everyone, this is Ellis Dish from Dish Motors. We're back better than ever with our new sales and service center on Route 32 in North Franklin. Everyone says there's nothing better than dealing with the dishes, and here's why. Selection. We have the area's largest inventory of off-lease, one-owner vehicles of all makes and models. You name it, we got it, or I'll get it for you at no additional charge. Quality. Each vehicle goes through a rigorous 120-point safety and quality check. Nothing leaves the lot without my personal approval. Convenience. We have financing sources for almost any situation. We offer on-site registration processing, and we have maintenance programs for years of stress-free ownership. And now open for all your maintenance needs. Our full-service repair facility, where oil changes start at just $19.99. Call today for your appointment or just stop by. So save thousands and deal with the dishes. Route 32, North Franklin. Or check us out online at dishfranklin.com. Or ring us, 860-383-4750.
Don't just wish. Make it Dish.
All right, let's take a look at the forecast right now. Here he is, Paul Lash.
Good morning, everybody. Right now, the temperature downtown Jewett City is 73 degrees. Probably the mostly cloudy today with some scattered showers around. However, there'll be some thunderstorms around later this afternoon. It could contain some pretty strong winds. Highs will be around 82 degrees. But tonight, probably the mostly cloudy. Again, scattered thunderstorms possible during the evening. Lows will be near 65 degrees. And of course, for your Tuesday, well, it's going to be a mix of clouds and sun early, then becoming cloudy in the afternoon. Highs will be around 83 degrees. And then goes for Tuesday evening, clouds, overcast, lows around 61. And that's your weather on this last Monday in August, 08/30/2021.
Your news and information source, SNSN.
All right. Good morning. It's 10 minutes in front of 10 o'clock. I think that's going to wrap it up for us today. But boy, did we go down the rabbit hole just a little bit. It seems like every time we do, we go a little bit further, a little bit further.
You do that when I come in.
You're a bad influence.
you know what it is that when Paul and I will start talking about it, then we kind of like get like cold feet, and we don't, and then Jim just goes
right to it,
pushes you right in. I'm like, we're falling right on down.
Yeah,
So, but it's a good conversation either way.
It's taken over. That's all people talk about. You know, that's all you hear.
True.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to end it for today. We have 80s and 90s music coming your way for the rest of the day right here on SNSN, and we will see you. Well, I will see you once again tomorrow. Jim, you coming tomorrow?
I haven't a clue at the moment, Mike.
Well,
depends when I look at my calendar and I see what's there.
All righty. Have a good day, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us on a Monday, and stay safe. And we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Your news and information.